The hotel key card trembled between my fingers, its cheap plastic edge digging into my palm as the clerk's words echoed through my head like a gunshot. Room 412, sir. Enjoy your stay. My stomach twisted. Room 412 wasn't ours. Ours was 614, the one Lena and I had shared just that morning before she kissed me goodbye. Her lips had been soft but brief, her suitcase already zipped for her business trip to Chicago. I'd even driven her to the airport myself, her smile bright as she promised to call after her presentation. But now, here I was, 30 miles from home, standing in the dim lobby of the Grand Meridian, holding a key to a room she'd never mentioned. The clerk, a wiry man with tired eyes, slid another card to a woman beside me, unaware that my entire world had just cracked open. My pulse pounded in my ears, drowning out the soft hum of the air conditioning and the clinking of glasses from the lobby bar. Lena's voice from the night before replayed in my head. It's just 2 days, Mark. I'll be back before you even miss me. Her laugh had sounded warm, hadn't it? Or was that what I wanted to believe? The key card burned in my hand. I'd only come here because of a notification, an old calendar reminder from her app, synced to mine months ago by accident. It had popped up at lunch. Meeting Grand Meridian, 8 p.m. No details. No context. At first, I'd assumed it was a glitch, maybe a leftover from an old meeting. Lena was supposed to be in Chicago after all. But curiosity turned into unease, and unease became dread. Still, I told myself I was overreacting, right up until I walked into this hotel. Now, I stood there, clutching evidence I didn't want to understand. The elevator to the 4th floor felt smaller than it should have. The mirrored walls reflected a man I barely recognized. Early 30s, unshaven, eyes hollowed by doubt. I kept trying to convince myself there had to be a reason. Maybe she'd come back early. Maybe her client's meeting was moved here. Maybe the clerk got the wrong number. My thumb brushed the raised digits on the card. 412. Each, maybe, snapping under the weight of what I already knew. The hallway smelled of cheap cleaner and stale coffee, that artificial scent of forced luxury. Room 412 was at the far end, identical to every other door, yet it felt like an executioner's blade waiting to fall. I stood there, frozen. The key card hovered inches from the slot. My heart begged me to turn back, to walk away, pretend I'd never come. But my hand moved on its own. The light blinked green. The door clicked open. Inside, the room was dim. Only a single lamp glowed on the nightstand. The bed was a mess. Sheets twisted like a storm had passed through. Then the scent hit me. Lena's perfume, citrus and jasmine. So familiar it sliced right through me. My knees buckled, and I grabbed the doorframe to stay upright. And that's when I saw it. Her navy blazer, the one she'd worn that morning, hung over a chair. Beside it, a man's crimson tie. Unfamiliar, coiled like a sleeping snake. Mark. Her voice tore through the silence, high, brittle, terrified. Lena stood in the bathroom doorway, wrapped in a hotel robe, her damp hair clinging to her shoulders. Her eyes went wide, not with guilt, but panic. What were you doing here? I opened my mouth, but no sound came. My eyes flicked to the tie, then back to her. Business trip. I finally managed. Chicago, right? She didn't answer. Her lips parted, but nothing came out. She just clutched the robe tighter, knuckles white. The silence stretched between us, thick and unbearable, until a man stepped out behind her. Tall, broad-shouldered, shirt half unbuttoned. "Everything okay, babe?" he asked casually. That one word, babe, hit like a punch to the ribs. My vision went red, rage surging hot and fast. "Who the hell are you?" I snapped, stepping forward. Lena flinched, raising a trembling hand. "Mark, please." "This isn't what it looks like." "Then what is it?" I shouted, my voice breaking through the room. The man froze, finally realizing what he'd walked into. His eyes darted between us, calculating. "You're in Chicago for work, remember?" I said, my tone shaking. "So, why are you here with him?" She stepped closer, pleading. "I didn't mean for this to happen. It was a mistake. I swear. I was going to tell you. When I cut her off, after you came home and lied to my face again, my chest heaved, my breath sharp and uneven. I wanted to hate her. I wanted to scream. But all I could see was a woman who'd loved me once, the one who laughed at my burnt dinners, who held my hand when my father died. How could she have become this stranger? The man mumbled something under his breath and grabbed his jacket. Lena didn't stop him. The door clicked shut behind him, and the room seemed to shrink, air turning heavy and stale. She sank onto the edge of the bed, her face in her hands. "I'm so sorry," she whispered, voice cracking. "I never wanted to hurt you." "Then why?" My voice came out quiet, raw. "Why lie? Why him?" She lifted her head, eyes red and swollen. "It wasn't planned," she said. "It was just escape. Work's been unbearable, and you've been so distant. Always working late. Always somewhere else. I felt invisible." Each word was a knife. Distant. I wanted to tell her I'd been working overtime, to save for a house. For us. But guilt crept in anyway. Had I really been blind? Had I pushed her away without seeing it? "So you chose him?" I asked, voice barely above a whisper. "No," she said quickly, shaking her head. "It wasn't about him. It was stupid and selfish. I just wanted to feel something again. I made a mistake." I wanted to believe her. God, I did. But the tie on the chair, her perfume still hanging in the air, the key card still clenched in my hand. They were all proof that belief was enough. "I trusted you," I said, my voice cracking. "I trusted us." She stood, reaching for me. I stepped back. Her hand fell empty. "Mark, please," she whispered. "We can fix this. I love you." That word, love, sounded hollow now, just an echo of what it used to be. I stared at her, searching for the woman I'd once known, but all I saw was the lie she'd become. My grip tightened around the key card. Then, without a word, I tossed it onto the bed. It landed beside her with a soft thud, a quiet ending. "I can't do this," I said, turning for the door. My heart begged me to stay, to fight, but my feet didn't listen. As the door shut behind me, her sobs filled the hallway, sharp, broken sound that cut straight through me. And though I didn't know it yet, the Rayol wound waited at home. On the kitchen counter sat her wedding ring. Next to it, a folded note in her handwriting. "I'm sorry. I don't deserve you." Pinned beneath it was a photo of us, smiling young and still whole, on our very first date.